It's big time on CBS. Number 2 Indiana in College Park, Maryland, to take on a young and feisty Terps team. You can watch it at 3:30 on CBS. Let's welcome on the head coach of Maryland, Mike Locksley. So kind to join us this morning. Coach, how are we feeling? We're getting kind of close to kick.
What's going on? How you guys doing? What's up, Damian?
Yo, what's going on?
These two know each other well. Former offensive coordinator at Alabama, but we have all eyes on this matchup today, Coach. And I think I read somewhere you got 64 new players on this roster. You got a lot of youth. What's the challenge in making it all work?
Trying to put it in the microwave and get it to grow really fast or cook really fast. Youth serves us well in that they have short memories. They enjoy to go play the game, and what a great opportunity to have a top 2 team here at home for homecoming. I'll go figure that. We're playing the number 2 team in the country for homecoming. But I know this young team's excited about the opportunity. We're excited to get over to the stadium and get this thing going.
Coach, both you and Curt Cignetti obviously have experience with the Nick Saban coaching tree. What do you think you can take from your time with Coach Saban to motivate your team and help you win this football game today?
Yeah, I know. I think it always starts when you've been there. I spent 3 years under Coach, and I know Curt spent time under him as well. Is that you control the controllables? You don't let the outcome. You don't become outcome oriented. You got to stay within the process throughout the game. And for us, it's about getting 4 more on 1st and 10, and staying on track on offense, and then on defense, being able to get off the field on 3rd down, and on special teams, win the vertical field position.
Coach, we were talking before you popped on here during the break about your young quarterback, the freshman Malik Washington. He's been so much fun to watch, his development. How has it been for you to kind of deal with somebody his first time playing college football? You know there are going to be ups and downs. How have you kind of held his hand to get through the season to this point?
Yeah, I got to give a lot of credit to Pep Hamilton in that, if you look at Pep's background as a quarterback guy, he's coached rookies like Alex Smith and Justin Herbert, and he's had Andrew Luck and some of these guys. And one of the things that we wanted to do once we made the decision with Malik being our starter is you want to protect them at all costs. And so we have kind of kept backs in and chipped a lot. He hasn't been hit very much all season, which has allowed him to gain some confidence. What we've got to get done today is some explosive plays in the run game, which, number 34, who's on this call, on this Zoom with us here, to give us a few of those explosive plays.
Coach, defensively, your team, you've got 14 interceptions, 22 sacks on the year. You're top 10 in the country in total turnover ratio. Speak about how important it is to get pressure on this Indiana offense, especially Fernando Mendoza, and not let him just sit in the pocket and pick your defense apart like the NFL quarterback that he's going to be someday.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is, Damian. It's important for us. How they go, the quarterback is the guy that's leading the charge, and so we have to find a way to affect them. Fortunately for us, we've got some dynamic pass rushers that have been able to put pressures on the quarterbacks. We've been able to get the hands up, and he's one of those guys that if you can't get to him, you have to try to affect the throws. And one of the things we've gotten now is a little more length on our defensive front, which allows us to maybe affect some of these throws. But he's a really talented quarterback that we've got to find a way to keep him in those 3rd and longs, which means being good on 1st and 2nd down.
Coach, I think we might need a Damian Harris story from back in the day. What can you tell us about coaching this young man? Because we have to deal with him.
Keep it PG now.
There is no surprise at all in my mind that he's sitting right where he's sitting doing exactly what he's doing. And he's going to tell you what and how he feels. I love it.
That is true. Hey, listen, I only know how to tell it one way. Reality is my nationality. Locks knows that now. He knows.
Coach,
yes, we do.
Yeah, I love it. Coach, I got to ask you a question. I feel like you're a statesman of the game. I always like your views. You were one of the first of the coaches that was really campaigning for players to be paid, and we've gotten to that place where now we have the rev share. I'm curious to know what you think about the state of coaching. When you see these coaches fired and they're getting $50 million buyouts and their team is still 5-3 in some circumstances, and then you're seeing newer and bigger contracts backed up there, what does it say about the state of college football, the volatility we're seeing this coaching cycle?
I mean, it means it's a business, and it's always been that. You know, it's been in our favor as coaches for quite a while. And, you know, one of the things that I've adapted, I'm not a victim, and I won't be. So regardless of what happens, every coach is at some point are going to either get hired or fired. Some of these guys that have gotten fired have gotten paid a lot of money. We all know what we've signed up for in this revenue share college landscape that we're in. You know, the only thing I would say is as coaches is that, you know, if we have these expectations, let's make sure that the resources back them. And in some of these cases they have, and I'm excited that I have an administration here that understands that if we want to make the jump, and you look at this young roster that we have, it's a byproduct of the decisions that have been made here on campus to give us a chance to compete.
Yeah, that alignment is very important. Coach Mike Locksley, thank you so much for being here with us this morning, and best of luck this afternoon.
Thanks, guys.
Well, there you have it. I love a little reunion here between Locksley and Damian Harris, but as a reminder, you've got the triple header on CBS: Army, Air Force, Indiana, Maryland, and the Pac-12 championship game between Washington State and Oregon State.